Okay, so keep your back straight and neck head straight in one line. Your right palm on your left. Gently close your eyes and focus your mind to this bell sound, please. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. Do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So bring your attention to your body, please, and observe head to toes and say Swapatveva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So in the beginning, we're going to relax our body step by step. Following my words mentally, relax your body, please. Relax your head. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your eyes. Relax your ears. Relax your nose. Relax your upper lip. Relax your lower lip. Relax your chin. Relax your whole face muscles. Relax your teeth. Relax your tongue. Relax your mouth. Relax your throat. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders, arms, elbow, forearms, palms, fingers, fingertips. Relax your back muscles and relax your spine. Relax your chest and relax your abdominal muscles. Relax your lungs. Relax your heart. Relax your liver. Relax your kidneys. Relax your gallbladder. Relax your pancreas. Relax your small intestine. Relax your large intestine. Relax your abdominal organs. Relax your buttock. Relax your thigh. Relax your knee. Relax your calf muscles. Relax your foot and relax your toes. Relax your whole body muscles, tendons, ligaments, bone marrows, and whole skeleton. Release the tension in your mind and relax your face muscles. So in the beginning, we're going to observe the sensation of our inhalations and exhalation in front of your nose or your upper lip area. To find out that sensation, deeply and gently breathe out 3 times, please. So now bring your fully attention to that sensation and follow the sensation and recognize through that sensation, this is inhalation, this is exhalation. Do nothing extra. So if your mind go here and there, bring it back again and again. Just simply settle down with the sensation of inhalation and exhalation. Be very limited only to the sensation of inhalation and exhalation, please. Observe the entire continuation of the inhalations and exhalations. Knowingly, this is the beginning, this is the middle, this is the end of the inhalations or exhalations. So each and every inhalation and exhalation has its own unique character. Just recognize it. Some inhalation, exhalations become longer, shorter, heavy, soft, warm, cold. Just recognize it. See how calming down your body inhalations happen, calming down your body exhalations happens. It is not doing by somebody. It's just happen as a effect of the cause and effect, causality. See how calming down your mind, inhalations happen, calming down your mind, exhalations happen. You experience the inhalations and exhalation because of your body and because of your mind. The mind exists because of your breathing and because of your body. Your body exists because of the mind and because of the breathing. Just observe how these three things interconnected and change moment by moment. Arising, existing, disappearing itself. So the body itself doesn't have any self-image. Your mind develops the self-image. So your body itself doesn't have a past or the future. It just have only this moment. Your mind create the past and the future. Just see in this very moment how your body exists itself depending from mind and inhalation and exhalation. So bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light. Through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this with clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible. Near or far away. Already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all 6 directions at once. Like the moon the sun, spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, when you observe the nature, you can see there are some trees can transform to another tree by seed. And there are some trees that you need a branch of that tree to make a new plant. And there are some trees you need a root to make another tree. So like that, it has a different ways. But when it comes to the mind, to get into the understanding, you don't need the kind of like special, the solid way to access it. And there are some knowledge. To understand it, you have to see it. Without seeing by eyes, it's not going to be valid. There are some things you have to hear. Physically, you have to hear it. To understand it or validate it. And in the world, there are things you have to smell it to validate it. So as example, like perfume. And someone can tell how good it is. But still, if never going to come to your nose, you're not going to understand it. And there are certain things exist in the world. Somehow it need to touch your tongue to understand what it is. There are some things that you can understand only by feelings. But when it comes to the wisdom, deeper recognition happening in you, it is not limited to only one perception. Another thing is, so like that I explained that in the beginning, there are some trees need exactly the same kind of some parts to make another tree. But the wisdom is not like that. Any single word, any moment of appearance just can make a part, that other person, part of the wisdom. That is the power of the wisdom. That's why a lot of people don't like the truth or the wisdom. That's why a lot of people try to cover the truth or the wisdom. Why? Because in case, just by seeing it, there are a lot of people can transform. By hearing it, it can transform. So then yourself, when it comes to wisdom, when it comes to understand the truth, you have to come to a point, you have to develop a confidence in you to take it very independently and take it in a very natural way and take it in a very pure level of existence. That is what your awareness. It is naturally free from everything. It's naturally independent. It's naturally pure. So what you recognize is a part of the wisdom. But we used to follow this outside world, theories, methods, and we neglected what we felt inside us. And now we have to practice it to gain that. So it didn't happen just by one day. It happened through your samsaric journey. Eons by eons, it disappeared from us. So now you have to put some effort to say that is what that effort is, we call the meditation. So once you tune to your body that you recognize, each and every part in your body, moment by moment change. So that is the very nature of this entire universe. So once you go to the vipassana level of observation, that which we call analytical meditation, once you start to analyze, through the experience come to you, what you're going to gain, you're going to understand the very nature of the universe. You're going to go to the very pure level of universe. What is the universe? That we talk about the planets, that all the Milky Ways, all the stars, black holes, it's everything. So what is the universe? So from today, remember it and reflect on it. Then you can slowly get into a level of vipassana, level of understanding what is this universe. The universe means independent units function in different verses. Independent units function different its own version. So that is what we call universe. So that independent unit is what? That we can go to the atomic level and then we can go to electron, neutron, and proton. So, but when it comes to the vipassana level, we go with the heat, motion, liquidity, and hardness. So those are the fundamental, the units that function its own way. And this once this all the four things come together, that is where the universe begins. So this is what happening within us also. And deeply in yourself, that what you experience, all related to heat, motion, liquidity, and hardness. So by the time what will happen, it all going to synchronize. It always happening, but little by little, this appearance, this formal appearance going to slowly evaporate. And then you go back to that heat, motion, liquidity, and hardness. But the thing is, once this in the deeper, the desires that we hold has power to accumulate again and develop a form, create a form. So it happened even in this very moment. To go in that way, you need a mental structure. That mental structure promoted by your own mind with your past experience. Just imagine every child, from the day they born, from that point, what they does, they start to follow the what other people does, what other people talk, what other people do. That is what the children does. And out of that, what happens, their thinking patterns start to build up. And at the same time, so there are certain things that you're bringing from your past life also. And it mixes with this one, and everything start to develop moment by moment with the perception that come to us. And itself, it becomes our volition or the sanskar or the mental formations. So then when it comes to this moment, look at around you and see the life that you build up. This everything, you are the one who created. And then at the same time, just look a little bit into your mind and see what it always does. It always creating, manifesting your future. But while it does like that way, there's something else happening in you. In this very moment, that your body, your mind, functioning in a different way. Even the perception that comes to you to become experience, it has to transform to something. Otherwise, it's not going to become experience. So your body functions in a certain way, the mind functions certain way, and at the same time, when the perception comes, that perception transforms to something else to inside you. And then when it comes to a moment to hold as life, your body already changed and disappeared, and it becomes something else. And then the mind that arise and disappeared, that whatever the mental condition, and at the same time the perception that came to you, it also transformed to something else. So in that level, as a consciousness, whatever you hold is not related to the moment of experience. It always depending from the past experience. It's same like how we experience the sunlight. Because at least it take 4 to 6 minutes to to come the real sunlight to us. So when you see the sun or when you feel the sun heat, that what you see in that very moment, that sun shining in that sky is not giving the heat to you. So as example, if the sun disappeared like this, while you're watching the sun, catch this very carefully. When you look at the sun, when the sun's shining and disappear like this, still that you're going to feel the heat until from that disappearance to 4 to 6 minutes. And then little by little, it's going to go away. So then the same thing with your perception. So what you think in the moment is not the moment of experience. So that is where we have kind of like a disconnection. Because mind go always in the different level and the perception in a different level. So this keep happening. And then the mind always projecting towards the something. And it's kind of like you push yourself. And then at the same time, you're trying to pull something towards you. So that itself bring us the pressure inside us. Your pressure in your blood pressure, your heartbeat, your physical function, the organic function, depend on that mentality. So that's why when people have anxiety, depression, even the happiness, they suddenly, the natural nerve system collapse. So then if you're able to come to a level, your mind slowly merge to the moment of experience. How you can get that? You can get with the feelings, bodily feelings, because you cannot catch, you cannot get the past bodily feelings. Sensation you can catch only in the moment. So that is where you have, when you practice meditation, you follow the sensation. Because when you always follow the sensation, 5 minutes, that means in that 5 minutes, you experience the present moment. And in that 5 minutes, what's happening? This mental projection going to disappear. So in a certain level, little by little, if you are able to continue that moment of experience, in a certain level, you can get into the perception even, that whatever you see, hear, smell, taste, that also going to experience in the present moment. And even with the mind also the same. So when you come to that level, you're going to see more than what you experience today. Because now what's happening, we are more disconnected and we just experience our own projection of the mind. Even though we see things around, and even in the very moment that you see me, you hear me, the mostly in your mind, what you hear, what you see is not the really that what you have in front of you. Because your mental projection is the more stronger than the perception that you receive in the moment. So that is where when you hear, you always compare. That comparison itself take you to a level to misunderstand. So, but if you're able to, little by little, merge with the moment, then slowly you're going to get it. So why this happened to us? Because we precondition our mind. So for that, what you have to do, and slowly you come to a place when you do bodily action, verbal action, mental action, become very limited to that action. Don't afraid for that. Because as we know, that things can go wrong. It's okay. Why we always try to make everything exactly right? Look at our own life. Why we push others exactly need to be right? That is not the way to go with the life. So the do, according to your capacity, do the best with the clear awareness. The thing is this, when you try to be too good or too right, that intention, listen this very carefully and get it. When you try to do good or to be so right, perfect, that intention itself take you to a level of unawareness. When you have intention or the desire to be so good, so perfect, so right, that intention itself take you to a level of unawareness. But then how you can be good, how you can be right, how you can be perfect? Don't put the intention to be perfect. Just be mindful with what you do. To do that, you have to be relaxed, you have to be comfortable yourself, and you have to just go with the capacity that you have. The thing is this, when you become mindful, out of that mindfulness, whatever comes, it's going to be right. So that is a different method. That's why the Buddha's teaching is so different than other things. When you become mindful, out of that mindfulness, whatever comes, the outcome of that your mindful existence is always going to be right. So that is what you have to cultivate. Rather than focusing to that outside model, you have to be more aware with the inner existence. But the thing that we already conditioned our mind, we cultured ourselves, we school ourselves to be perfect, be too good in the outside, to be exactly right. That itself make us miserable. That itself make us disappointed. That itself make us more unhappy. But if you come to the point to be mindful, and when you settle down with the mindfulness, there's a natural way your bodily, your verbally, your mental action start to function. You always come to the right rhythm. You always come to the right mindset. So it's like the water, that the water always has power to find the lower level. You no need to teach that. You no need guide that. You no need to put navigation to that. The water always has power to find the lower level. So like that, your mind, your awareness always, your awareness means that is the right. So when you do something with mindfulness, remember, that is the exactly right, the outcome that in that very moment. So that way, when you, rather than looking that outside result, always you have to have mind to look inside. So it in a conventional life, so when you do things, so that's why we have to practice with our day-to-day activities. It always going to bring you to the right place. Maybe the journey going to become new. It's okay. You know, it's okay. But like the same, like the once you release the arrow, it going to go to the target. It's okay that wherever that the whatever happened, it's always you will reach to the right place. So there is a story for this. And there was some person called Tissa. So he used to live in a village, and close by the village, and he used to see the monks. So what this Tissa did, he thought, I want to become a monk. And he became a monk. And then close to the village in a forest, he started to practice meditation as a forest monk. So then people used to call him, like a forest monk is called Vanavasi. For the forest monk, there is a name called Vanavasi, living in the jungle. So this became it's kind of like a title, Vanavasi Tissa. That means the monk who living in the forest. So then there was a friend. He thought, oh, my friend became a monk. This is a good opportunity for me to gain merits. So then what he did? He started to help for this monk. So then he became a helper, his friend. And while he helping to this monk, and he saw this monk doesn't have a good robe. So then what he did, he went to the market and he bought a very beautiful new robe, and then offer it to the monk. So then after a few days, this helper, this friend, so the monk is still wearing the same old robe. Then again, he offered a new one. So like that, this happened for a few months. And now every time when he offered it, and he had intention, this monk, wear this robe. And see that even though he offering, now his mind get into kind of like something. So then when one day when the monk went out, this helper thought this monk is very greedy monk, and he collecting all the robes. And what he did, he entered to the monk's room. See? And then he started to look here and there, but he couldn't find anything. It's just an empty place. And now he start to think, imagine, oh, then this monk may be selling these all robes. Maybe he gaining money. See now what happening to his own mind? his imagination. He start to help the monk to do something good. Now his mind go, accumulating demerits himself for unnecessary things. So then what happened? One day he gave a robe, and then he hid somewhere and start to look what this monk does for this robe. And he was waiting. The monk doesn't do anything. And then when the monk went out, he saw another thief entered to the monk's room and took this robe and disappeared. Now he knew what's happening. So the thief come and he taking the robes. Even he recognized this person, that person also from the village. So what he did? One day, he brought a new robe and offered it to the monk and hid close by that little hut. And the thief came, and when he entered, he catch the thief. See, now this man, start just to help for the monk and gain the merit, thinking himself, oh, I can gain merits helping to him. But now what happened? Now he's going in a different way. So he catch the thief and took him to the cemetery and tied his body to a dead body. So during that times, not like today, and when someone die and people throw the body to the kind of like a place, forest, very unseen, isolated place. So he found a dead body and tied it to this man and went around the village and told, so tonight there is a demon going to come to this village with the 2 heads and 4 hands. So it looked like a human and maybe it looked like a dead body. So anyone don't open the doors. So he went and told to each and everyone. And then what happened? So this thief, now with the dead body, helpless, and went around the village asking for help. And it was night, everybody looked, oh, there is this man having 2 heads. Oh, maybe this is the demon. Everybody closed the doors. Even he went to his own house and knocked the door. Wife opened the door and saw, it looked like my husband, but there's another head. This is a demon. He went to his own mother, but it's still the same. No one came to help him. So then what happened? Suddenly it came to his mind, the monk. So what he did? He went to the monk asking for the help. And so then the monk helped him and took out the dead body and start to help for this person. And even start to treat for his body, putting some oil. And then this helper, at the same time, when the monk trying to put some oil and heal the body, when this helper came and saw this and got so mad and told, why you do this? This is a thief. I offer the robes to you, and he took everything. So that's why I punished this person. So why you do this? So the monk told, look at you. You start to help for a monk to gain the merits. But look what happened to your mind so far in this journey. From the first day to today. Your mind is like the fire. You created a lot of demerits out of this all. And you have a disturbed mind now. And at the same time, monk told. So I knew he's stealing this. But at the same time, I had the great compassion. May he one day come to me. May he one day come to me. So look at that. He is today with me. And then that from that day, that thief became the helper of the monk. And the helper got so mad. This thief became the helper, and the helper get out of the monk because he was so mad. Why? The monk get the help out of his enemy. And within another few months, this thief attained to the enlightenment. So then the thief start to look how this happened. Why, how this? So this is the thing. When the thief come to take the robes, he was so mindful in that very area. And he was so mindful, not any disturbed mind. So that mindfulness, awareness, and make him kind of like comfortable for that area. And after this all, when he became a helper of the monk, and then once he started to practice meditation, his meditation became so comfortable. Why? Because that even though he used that mind to steal something, and he developed a very undisturbed mind. So this is what you have to understand. With the developing this undisturbed mind, when it comes to the samadhi, tranquility state in the Buddha's teaching. Because just imagine, you may do something good in very conventional life. People can argue, you may do something good because that is what the society validates. But if you have the disturbed mind, how are you going to go home? Even the whole world maybe cheer you. Oh, you have done something good. You are so nice. Everybody come and hug you, cheer you, and even they can, give a word that you are the best person in the world doing this, all the good things. But imagine if you have a very disturbed mind in you, what's the point? That you gain this all. This is what happening to us. So very conventional life is important, but at the same time we neglected that inner peace, inner tranquility state. So that's why during the Buddha's time, very dangerous people, and even the beggars sometimes, and came and attained to enlightenment. But the kings didn't have that opportunity. So then you have to understand, when it comes to the The Buddha's teaching that this tranquility state that they explain is so different than the tranquility state that the talk in the conventional and the other teachings. That convention that the tranquility state means deeply you become more clear, sharp within your own awareness without depending from something. And in that very awareness, whatever the bodily, verbally, and mentally, the actions come out, it always going to take you to the right end. Not maybe not the moment, no, in the long term, in the long journey, the journey going to be complete at the right destination. That is where you should be happy with when you become conscious, mindful, and out of that mindful, even that the whole world criticize you, it is okay. It's accept that criticism. Why? Because you know out of that you became so mindful in that way, and that is the best for the moment. Maybe the world not going to accept it. So don't live for the world. Come to your mindfulness and live for that. So when you are able to merge and when you develop that, when you increase that moment by moment, there is a moment come. So whatever that your bodily, verbally, and mentally action, naturally it start to tune to a level, the outcome always going to be right and beautiful. And that is where the deeper, the desire to make something right, the desire to make something good, the desire to make something perfect going to disappear. Once it disappears, that is where your liberation happen, your transformation happen, the ultimate bliss of Nibbana going to be with you. So with that, I bless upon everyone with this good practice. May all of you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you. May no difficulties come to you. May no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. During this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavatvantarayo sukhi digayuko bhava. Ettavata ca mihi sampadang punya sampadang. Sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya idamme punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.